the hub for motorsports. If you love racing, this is the place to be. Collier goes into turn one. Foxy!
Welcome back, everybody, to another awesome broadcast that we've got going on here tonight. We're at Watkins Glen. We're going to take right turns with these stock cars, and boy, is it going to be fun. As you can see, Peter Stewart already out there having all the fun in the world. But with that being said, first and foremost, I've got Jay in the booth. Jay, how you doing tonight?
Oh, man. We're back for another one of these fantastic Backmarkers Racing League. Here in Watkins Glen, this could be so much fun. This track's so fast, like a super speedway type road course. There's gonna be a lot of action. And last roadcast we were on with these boys, wow, what a race that was there at Willow Springs. I think we're gonna have another one here tonight.
Yeah, an absolute banger ready to go and drop the hammer on tonight. We got Hemi got in the chat, giving us a rock hand. Road course mayhem, yes sir. Boy, are we ready for it. I hope you're ready for it. Hemi God, it's great to see you out here once again. We've got just about 55 seconds left in this practice session. Let's go ahead and bring up some racetrack information for you guys as we round out this practice session. So, with that being said, this is the birthday bash at the Glen, race 9 of 13. This track length of 2.42 miles. And track temperature right now 113 Fahrenheit. Altitude 447 feet. We've got an ambient temperature of 77 degrees, 56% humidity, partly cloudy skies, and a 3-mile-an-hour wind. This is the Top Fix Setup Xfinity Series with the Backmarkers Racing Crew. This is an 8-turn dedicated road course incorporating an uphill S's, a bus stop, and a wild turn 1. 60-mile-per-hour pace car speed, a 40-mile-per-hour pit road speed. We're going to have a stage caution on lap 15, and everybody tonight gets one quick repair. they get a little bit of trouble here, they can come on into the pit and roll out their backup car and get right back out there and contend for the race win tonight. That being said, now practice is over. We're going straight into qualifying, and we're going to watch these guys go around this road course and see who's going to start from the top. Jay, what's it going to take here at Watkins Glen to make sure your car gets to the top and you get yourself a good qualifying position?
Speed and consistency. I think that's going to be the name of the game here. Hitting your marks, being able to maximize each one of these turns, minimizing a little bit of wheel spin on corner exit, being able to rotate the center. A lot of this is technical, right? It's going to be a lot of technical spots, hitting your braking zones, especially into turn 1. Like you said at the top, technical turn 1. The S is very difficult. You want to be on line, on point there through the S's, be able to carry as much speed as you can through there, and then executing through the bus stop. Bus stop's fun, tough, and then my personal favorite here tonight, Tom, the carousel. Oh man, that right-hander with some banking, just maximizing the speed through there. That's where the time can be gained and lost, is how good you can execute right there through the carousel.
Absolutely, lots of points in this track to get yourself a good run of speed. Get yourself ready to go for the next corner, a good run towards the straightaways that you'll be going down. We're on track right now with Sam Brochu. He's taking it a little easy here going around the track. This is a strategy. This is an actual strategy here. Keep your tires a little cool before you start your qualifying lap. In fact, you get just a pinch more grip with cold tires on a road course like this. I know it sounds crazy. It is crazy, but it works. And Sam Brochu is taking full advantage of that right now, just slowly going around the track. The 98, let's talk about him for a second. Sam Brochu has had fantastic runs ever since North Wilkesboro, and has kind of not necessarily not been able to complete that good run, but bad luck coming his way. And things not going his way at the end of the races, where he finds himself way outside of that P1 position. Is this a race where we can see Sam get up front and stay up front?
I mean, he's been super fast in every race that he's competed so far this season. I believe he had 2 wins that were just right there, but couldn't get them done there at the end of the races. I think tonight is definitely a night to watch for Sam Brochu. We're watching him there in practice, super fast here, as you see him digging, getting through the bus stop here in qualifying. Watch out for this 98 car. I think he's going to be the guy to beat here tonight as we progress through this race.
Now, also remember, when these guys are going around the road course, you cannot have any type of off-track. If you have any type of off-track, any type of contact, it means that you did not have a clean lap for your qualifying lap, and iRacing does not score it. So you could push all you want, but if you get an off track, it does not count towards your final time. James Zangi goes to the top of the board with a 1:14.91. Sam Brochu coming off the final corner and down the front straightaway, crosses the start-finish line. Let's see where this takes him. He goes to the top of the board with a 1:13.034, a half second quicker than his teammate, Barrett Polhemus, with a 1:13.543 as he goes up through the S's now.
Yeah, gonna move up through the S's. Look at him maximizing the curves. A little bit of slideways there through the S's. So fun to watch. He's gonna come off of turn 4 now, heading for the bus stop. We'll see if he can maximize into the bus stop on his braking zone. There it is. Drops the brakes, drops the front nose. Gonna dig here on the entry to the to the bus stop, and then carry the momentum off into the carousel now.
All right, coming through the carousel, really technical part here. You want to get yourself a shallow entry, want to wash out a little bit on the mid, and then on the exit of the corner, you really want to get yourself a great apex coming off the corner. You get yourself a great run down one of the final straightaways here at Watkins Glen. As he's now coming through the final corners, he's going to try to keep it strong on track here. As he comes off of the final corner, he's going to come down the front straightaway. Got really close to the wall there, almost contact, but he crosses the start-finish line. Let's see if he can improve here. He does not, but Michael Boyles now goes P2 with a 1:13.2. Let's go ahead and go to another one. Corey Harville the other road course winner at Willow Springs. Let's talk about him for a little bit, Jay. He has a great chance tonight to be crowned the road course king of this season.
Yes, this guy, if you're looking for someone who's consistent, doesn't make any mistakes, and has the pace, this is the man to watch right here. I think Corey Harville is a definite pick tonight if you were looking for someone that's going to be towards the front of this field, contending for this win here at the end of the night. He is so fast, so consistent as he is going through turn 8 now, the final turn of the course. Let's see if he can take this thing to the top of the board.
All right, coming across start-finish line. Let's see what Harville can do. He goes P8 with a 114.66. As he goes down into turn 1, we got another one crossing the start-finish line. That's Troy Nissen. He goes P11 with a 115.86. Daryl Mays now coming across start-finish line. Winner last week at Charlotte. He comes home P3 right now with a 113.44. A great effort for him. As we've got Riley Marabello, a new face to the league. Just crossed the start-finish line to complete his first lap, but not a clean lap for the 6 car tonight. He's going to have to really depend on this second lap to get himself through to get try to get a good qualifying run.
As we're back on board here with, a little sideways here through the carousel is Harville. See if he can maximize here off the corner. He's going to take a wide arc off of the carousel, get down the straightaway, headed for turn 7. This real tight 90-degree left-hander. Get right there against the curbs on the inside. Let it walk itself out towards the second curb to the outside, and then down here into turn 8. Another 90-degree turn, right-hander off the final corner. Let's see if he can improve here on his qualifying time.
Coming across the start-finish line now. Let's see if he can improve. He does not. Corey Harville stays in the P9 position with a 114.66. Peter Stewart taken to the track, but Riley Marabello now coming through the final corner, and that number 6 Ford Mustang. He did not get a lap time in the first time around. Let's see if he can do it now. This 6 car across the line, and he goes P5 on his second lap with a 113.65. What an impressive run.
Yeah, that was a great lap there by the 6 of Marabello. Incredible job. As now we're going to see Peter Stewart, the 91. He's going to be entering track to put his qualifying time on the board. He's going through the S's now, up turn 2, turn 3, which is the left-hander, and then back to the right-hander in turn 4. Taking a wide arc here, building up some speed here, heading for the bus stop now.
All right, coming through the bus stop. This is a very, very technical corner for these very wide and heavy cars, as it's really important to try and cut as much as you can through the bus stop to get yourself a straight, or as straight as you can, direction through that bus stop, and carry as much speed as you can as the 91 now comes through the carousel and into the final corners.
Yeah, heading for turn 7 down this long straightaway here. You see his braking zone, trying to get right down against the curb to the inside. Maybe missed it just a little bit. Runs wide here off of turn 7. Now down here into turn 8, the right-hander, the final corner of this course. Let's see. He's going to be coming to green this time, so this will not be a timed lap. He's going to start his qualifying lap now as he crosses the start-finish line.
All right. All on the line for Peter Stewart as he comes down into turn 1, a very heavy braking downhill right-hand turn with not a lot of help to the outside, not a lot of banking there to kind of bank your car against. But coming up through the S's now really quick through here. You'll get a oversteer situation once in a while, an understeer situation as well. These cars rolling against this hot track, it's going to happen. We're going to see a lot of cars getting sideways. And Peter Stewart now coming through the bus stop, grabbing a lot of curb there, trying to grab as much of a straight line as he can through the bus stop as he gets to the carousel and through the carousel as well. Hugging that yellow line, now going wide, down into the final corners.
Yeah, he did a great job executing there through the bus stop. Gave him a good run through the to the carousel. Now down here into turn 7, this left-hand 90-degree turn. Trying to get down to the apron, makes a little bit of a mistake there, goes wide. Now down here into turn 8, he's going to try and carry that yellow line all the way around. Run it real wide off of 8. Here he is across the line. Let's see what he can do here in qualifying as he crossed the line. He's going to put up a 1:15.375 P11 for Peter Stewart.
Great job for only being able to put in one lap tonight for Peter. As we've got two more cars. Andrew Huff, Bobby Dennis, not taking a lap in qualifying yet. So we've got just about 1 second left in qualifying, so we're going to round this out. Sam Brochu up on top, grab and pull for tonight. And let's go through our grid, and we can go and show everybody at home who is ready to go here. Race 9 of 13, the birthday bash at the Glen. Pole sitter for tonight, Sam Brochu in the number 98 with Michael Boyles in the 05, starting P2.
Starting P3, your Charlotte winner last week, that's Daryl Mays in the number 21 with Barrett Polhemus in the number 79, starting P4.
Newcomer Riley Marabello in the number 6, starting P5, with Tyler Barnett in the 13, starting P6.
Starting P7, that's Adam Boyles in the number 22, with Jackson Samsel in the 57, starting P8.
James Zangy in the number 10, starting P9, with potential road course king here, Corey Harville in the number 92, starting P10.
Starting P11, that's Peter Stewart, the number 91 machine, with John Lynch in the number 73, rounding out your top 12 starters here tonight in the birthday bash at the Glen.
All right, Jay, real quick, what to expect, who to watch out for tonight, and final words.
Yes, the best iRacers in the business here in the Backmarkers Racing Xfinity Series Open Setup Racing League here at Watkins Glen. It's going to be a great race. We're going to have that stage caution there at lap 15. It's going to create an opportunity for a little bit of strategy. So if you're starting towards the mid-pack, maybe in the back of the pack, maybe use this to your advantage to shortcut the field, get that track position for that final stint to the checkered. And with that being said, I'm going to take somebody who's starting here in the mid-pack. I think it's going to be Corey Harville. I think he's going to be the road course king this season in the Backmarkers Racing League. He's going to back it up with a win here at the Glen following his win at Willow Springs earlier in the season.
Great choice, Jay. Great choice. Look, Hemigod's in the chat. He's got Michael Boyles, who's starting P2. A great choice for tonight. A very fast driver and somebody who's licking his chops to get a checker flag on a road course tonight. But I'm going to do it, Jay. Hopefully the announcer's jinx does not bite him in the butt. The 98 Sam Brochu is going to be my choice tonight. You have to feel for this man. He has been so fast every race and has not been able to clinch that checker flag no matter where we go yet. But tonight, he's fast. He's on pole, a half second quicker than second place. The 98 is looking very strong tonight. Lights are off on the pace car. We are going to go green flag racing this time by. But also, what to expect here at Watkins Glen. Going down into turn 1, it is going to be mayhem. You're going to have cars going 3, 4, possibly even 5 wide as everybody tries to outbrake each other going down into turn 1. It's going to be wild, but if you can survive turn 1, you're going to be looking pretty good going uphill into the S's. The S's pose a different kind of danger. Side-by-side racing with this extremely hot track, it is going to be difficult to go side-by-side through there and kind of have to give. You're going to have to give to go through there. And then the bus stop. Once again, you're going to have to give, especially on the first lap. And will we see that? We may not, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be exciting. Coming through the final corners, everybody's going to try to take as much as they can. You could really capitalize on going down this straightaway, back straightaway right here, and going down into the final corners. And braking capabilities will be on full display tonight. We'll see what Sam Brochu can do. Michael Boyles, even Corey Harville, who is starting way back in the P10 position. But look at this, Jay. We're going into the final corner. Sam Brochu, Michael Boyles on the front row, ready to get this thing started here tonight. The pace car pulls off the racing surface. Control to Sam Brochu in the 98, and the green flag is out in the air here at Watkins Glen. The 98 gets a fantastic jump to the start. He's going to go on the defensive to the inside. 3 wide there in the back as the 98 and the 05 go side by side through turn 1, and they're going to battle it out through the S's. We got wrecking in the background. Corey Harville's
Yes.
around.
Yeah, Harville, Zangi, both around here. Let's see if they can get those cars moving. Not the start we wanted, but oh, Michael Boyle's in the wall here. That's what you said, Tom. Be conservative here through the S's, and they bit Michael Boyles, but now here he is under attack by Mays, as well as the 79 and Polhemus down here into the bus stop. Oh, someone's got to give here, side by side, wheel banging, door banging here through the bus stop. Looks like the 05 of Boyle's going to hold that position as Polhemus back to P3 as we head for the carousel tonight for the first time.
Going through the carousel now, Sam Brochu has a half-second lead over Michael Boyles. A side-by-side battle with Daryl Mays and Barrett Polhemus. Polhemus takes that position, but these guys are duking it out, coming down the back straightaway into the final corners. Daryl Mays goes by Riley Marabello as they come now through the second to last and now final corner. Daryl Mays all over the racetrack, trying to go on the defensive and offensive at the same time. Look at him go. Everybody gets it straightened out. So we got a little bit of a battle here. Here comes Tyler Barnett right behind Riley Marabello down into turn 1.
Yeah, down here into turn 1, he's going to try and get real close there, heavy on the brakes. Maybe not have a close enough run there to make a move, as we're going to have side-by-side action back here, headed for the S's. What a move there. I believe that is the 22. No, that is the 73. That is Lynch. He makes the move on 57 of Samsel. Great job there. As we're going to continue here through the S, a little sideways there by Lynch as he is digging. He's up here in a P7 position, excuse me, as we're headed for the bus stop again. Look at Marabello all over the rear bumper of Mays here. Mays aggressive on the brakes here through the bus stop as we're headed back for the carousel again.
Oh, look at this. Riley Marabello got real wide there. Tyler Barnett goes by. Barnett now back up into the top 5 for the first time tonight as they come out of the carousel and down the straightaway. Riley Marabello losing a little bit of ground now to the 13 as they come into turn 7. As he just stays right in line with the 13. Sam Brochu, though, he's going to be coming under attack here in a little bit by Michael Boyles, who has caught him again. 2 tenths behind him as they come down the front straightaway. And we'll see what the 05 does going down into turn 1.
Yeah, this could be a great opportunity to make a lunge. Michael Boyle's real aggressive on the brakes. He's going to stay right there on the bumper of the 98 of Brochu. A great job on the brakes there by the 05 of Boyles. Looks like Brochu's going to get a pretty good run here up the S section. Michael Boyles, maybe stay in touch here. Stay close enough to set up for that next best passing opportunity, which is going to be that bus stop. If you can get real aggressive on the brakes, but Brochu maximizing the S's, really pulling a gap here off of turn 4. You see Boyles a little sideways, heading for the bus stop now. It looks like he's not going to be close enough to make any type of lunge or a move here, but look how aggressive he is on the brakes. Really closing this gap to the S, or the bus stop.
Yeah, now coming through the carousel, the 05 has made so much time up to the 98. He's almost to the rear bumper now. As you see the 05 taking a little bit of a different line through the carousel. He's going to get a good run coming down this back straightaway into turn 7. Look at him go. He is catching him now coming into turn 7. But down into turn 7 now, the 05 holding a bigger gap now in front of him to the 98 and going into the final corner. Look, the 05 is there once again. Look at him go, coming down the front straightaway now.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to be the rabbit chasing the tortoise here, as that's what it is when you're the race leader. You're kind of just playing it conservative. You don't want to make a mistake. If you're in second, you're just digging. You're chasing that rabbit. It's a great opportunity here for Michael Boyles. Again, aggressive on the brakes. We're going to go back through the S's. This is where Brochu has been so good, maximizing the S's. He's really able to open a gap, especially on the exit of 4 as they leave the S's here off the right-hander here, turn 4, and then down the back straightaway. Oh, Boyles using a lot of track there. Nearly grabbed some wall. Really digging, trying to chase down this 98 as we're heading into the bus stop. Let's see if he can close some more ground. This is where he was gaining ground last time by.
All right, now coming into the carousel, the 05 still stuck behind the 98 as they're in the middle of the corner now and off of the exit as the 05 still sticking really close to the rear bumper of Sam Brochu. Sam Brochu, what a drive he has had. A drive by Michael Boyles. Look at this. He's looking to the inside. No, he fakes him out into turn 7 now and through it. The 05 still holding strong behind the 98. This is a great battle for the lead as these guys continue to duke it out here and through the final corner. It's the 98 still out on top. And he is rolling strong here at Watkins Glen, coming back down into turn 1.
Yeah, this is the closest I believe Michael Boyles has been into turn 1 the last few laps. He's going to get aggressive on the brakes again. He's got to get a lot closer by turn 7. I believe turn 7 is going to be his best passing opportunity. He's so good through the the bus stop section, as Broshu's really good through the S's, so it's going to be an opportunity if he can get close enough through the bus stop, get right to his rear bumper through the carousel, carry that momentum down that straightaway. Oh, real slideways again. He is digging. He is trying to close this gap. Real aggressive again here through the bus stop. This is where he is so much better than the 98. If he can get even closer here, maintain this gap through the carousel, he is going to have an opportunity to make a move through 7.
All right, through the carousel now. This battle has been very, very strong this whole race. We're 5 laps in. Remember, we're going to have a stage caution on lap 15, so 11 more laps, excuse me, here until we see that stage caution. And some points to be delivered for these guys. Every position matters, especially for Michael Boyles, who is in this championship hunt with 4 races left in this season. It's coming down to crunch time for Michael Boyles. Sam Brochu, not so much, as he has only raced in half the amount of races. But coming down into turn 1 now, the 05 has really done a fantastic job to stay on the rear bumper of that 98. Now coming through the S's.
Yeah, we'll see if he can close some more of this gap. It looks like the 98's gap here through the S's last time by wasn't as big as it has been the last couple laps. So we'll see if Boyle's still maximizing the exit there. Gets into the grass a little bit there. Still digging off of turn 4. You see Mays back there as well get in there. As we get to the bus stop now, you see the 05 of Boyles really maximizing the bus stop. If he could stay close enough here through the carousel, this is the important part. If he could just stay right there in closing distance to be able to make a lunge into 7, I believe 7 is going to be the best opportunity for Michael Boyles. They both run real wide here as we're headed down this little backstretch now.
All right, now coming into turn 7, as these guys continue to duke it out here and put on a great show as they're coming into the final corner now. The top 2 just within 0.3 of a second now as they come off the final corner. Boyles doing everything he can to get and stay close to the 98, but hopefully try to make that pass here. In fact, Jay, I think this would be a great time to kind of go on board. Let's go on board with the 05, and let's see what differences he may have versus the 98.
Yeah, I like this idea. We're going to be going through the S's now. This is turn 2. Then we're going to have this left-hander on the S's, turn 3. See how much he's fighting the wheel. This will be interesting to see off of turn 4. He's been real wide every time by. Oh, there it is. A little bit of slide. Grab some grass there. Still wide off of turn 4. Now, looking for your braking zone here into the bus stop. There it is. Gets on the brakes. You see the front end set a little bit. Really aggressive. Look at how much he closes through the S's or the bus stop. He's been so good through here all night long. Now into the carousel, the right-hander got a lot of wheel into it. Try to get it right down there against the rumbles if you can, and then carry the momentum here off of turn 6, the carousel.
Yeah, that bus stop was extremely impressive what Michael Boyles was able to do versus Sam Brochu. But coming into the final corners now, this is where Brochu kind of stretches that gap between himself and the 05 as they come through turn 7 and into turn 8. Look at that braking capabilities of the 05. He kind of overshoots it a little bit, and he loses a lot of time now to the 98. The 98 has that half-second gap now between himself and the 05. Brochu going down into turn 1 now. You can see how much downhill is there going into turn 1. A little bit of a struggle there going down into turn 1. But this gap has increased. We had a little bit of an incident on track. Bobby Dennis having a little bit of troubles here going down into turn 1. Let's see what happened to him in that 02 as he comes through turn 1. Oh, he just gets a little loose there. Maybe too much power input. As we go back live, go to our closest battle on track. This is Riley Marabello and Tyler Barnett. They've been going at it here for a couple laps now, and they've been battling like our P1 and P2 positions here, going through the carousel now and going down into turn 7.
Yeah, as we're getting to this point of the run here, Tom, where you could tell tires may be going away just a little bit here. Trying to control that wheel spin. You saw the 6 through the carousel have a little bit of issues, but here comes Barnett closing this gap. Oh, makes a little bit of a mistake here in 7. Runs a little wide here. Mays is going to be able to open up this gap. See how aggressive Barnett is on the brakes? Little loosey-goosey. Doesn't save it off of turn 8. He does. Unbelievable. As he's going to lose some more time here to Mays. Not be able to make any type of lunge move or anything here into turn 1. Just don't want to lock up the brakes going into turn 1. Very downhill section, like Tom said. Really difficult right-hander, a little bit of elevation change, and then you're going to go right back up towards the S's.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we see this battle dissipate just a little bit. Kevin Baumler had a little bit of an issue as well. Let's see what happened to him in the number 88, also going into turn 1. We've seen it with Bobby Dennis. Are we going to see it with Kevin Baumler as well? And we are almost identical there, as both those cars had a little bit of struggles. But going back up to this battle, Tyler Barnett, this is your closest battle on track at the moment. But the 13 still holding strong in that P5 position. Daryl Mays right in front of him. And then in front of Daryl Mays, there's a 3-second gap to Barrett Polhemus.
Yeah, Daryl Mays behind Barrett Polhemus right now by that 2-second gap as he's getting hounded from behind by Barnett. These three guys are under a blanket. Oh, Mays, maybe a little bit of mistake here into turn 7. It looks like he recovered really well, didn't go too wide here. As you see Barnett a little loosey-goosey on the entrance to that corner. Here comes Marabello, though. He's going to get a great run here off of turn 8. He's going to close this gap. Barnett maybe got a little bit better corner exit, able to control the throttle just a little bit better there. He's going to open this gap down here into turn 1. You're going to see him get a real aggressive, heavy on the brakes. As you see the 6 car also get aggressive on the brakes, run a little wide here. As here comes Marabello, though. He's got a massive run here. Can he stay in touch here through the S's?
All right. Coming through the S's now, the 6 may have an opportunity here to go down the back straightaway and make something happen. Daryl Mays is losing a little bit of time to the 13 as well as they come down the back straightaway now. We're going to watch these guys go through the bus stop here. Let's see if the 13 can get anything done here with the 21. As you see all 3 of them rolling through here. The 6 real squirrely there. The 6 holds on to it though, and look, he's still sideways. He's still trying to save that thing. Coming off of the carousel now, he's going to lose a lot of time to Tyler Barnett. But Barnett, wow, what a lot of time he has made up as the 21 makes another little mistake there. And Tyler able to close once again, now coming into turn 7.
Oh, man, these cars are loosey-goosey all over the place. I love it, man. All the power that these Xfinity cars have. They're just slipping and sliding all over this place tonight as we're going through turn 8 now. As you see, this is the closest that Barnett's been to Mays. As Mays gets a little sideways again off of turn 8. He might be close enough. No, maybe close enough to make a lunge here into turn 1. He's about a car length and a half back. Oh, a little sideways on the brakes is the 13 of Barnett. Here comes Marabello as well, staying in touch. These guys are all under a blanket here. Oh, we got a car around.
That's a 32 of Jordan Nissen. Is holding on to it now, but is 1 lap down. Coming through the S's now, though. Look at the 13. 13's got a little bit of a run here. Let's see what he can do now coming down the back straightaway and into the bus stop. As you see the 13 there, he's going to try to maximize everything he can through the bus stop. Oh, he overshoots just a little bit here, and now going down and through the carousel. The 13's going to lose even more time. He's real loose here. Oh, no, that perfect opportunity for Tyler Barnett is now going to be dissipated. That is a 7/10 of a second gap now between Daryl Mays and Tyler Barnett. 6/10 between Tyler Barnett and Riley Marabello coming into turn 7 now. Man, almost had it there.
Yeah, the bus stop is so deceiving. You feel like you could get just a little bit more, but you could jump over that edge real quick, and that's what we saw there by Barnett through the bus stop that time by. As we're going down the front straightaway, we've got maybe a couple 5-6 car length gap here to Mays headed for turn 1. Let's see if he can get into turn 1 aggressive like he has been all night long. Mays did a fantastic job getting right there up on the rumbles, headed for the S's now. Going uphill with the right-hander, turn 2, then the left-hander with turn 3. The S's are just so much fun to watch these guys. There's so much opportunity here to carry all this speed, really try to keep that thing as fast as you can through that section and build up as much speed as you can down the straightaway, headed for the bus stop. As Mays is really opening this gap, really executing, gets through the bus stop, grab the first curb, second curb, grab the third and fourth through the bus stop. Great job there, and then down here into the carousel.
All right, these guys having a great battle here. John Lynch, though, right now having a great battle between himself, Jackson Samsel, and Peter Stewart. Back here, now coming through the bus stop. The 73, a newcomer to this league, John Lynch, looking to get a good run tonight. Peter Stewart behind him. Oh, the 57 makes a mistake coming off the carousel now. The 57 might go into a little bit of a defensive mode. Here comes Peter Stewart to the outside of the 73. Look at this. We got a battle on our hands coming into turn 7.
Oh, Peter Stewart tried to make it work on the outside, just didn't happen or develop for him. But look at Samsel made a mistake, and now here he is going to an entry, really narrow entry, as the 73 of Lynch is trying to get the momentum here off of the out. Oh, here comes Samsel. This is what I was expecting. Maybe some pit stops before the stage break to switch his track position around. We see it here by Samsel.
Samsel, Nicholas Moffitt coming down pit road, Andrew Huff coming down pit road. This is your last opportunity to come down pit road, so we only got 3 drivers with this alternate strategy, and it just might work out for him. It worked out for Corey Harville. It could absolutely work out for these guys. But let's go to the front here, Jay, because we got Sam Brochu coming off of the carousel now. He's going to come get the stage white flag, I guess you'd call it. But he's got a second. 1.1 seconds behind is Michael Boyles and Barrett Polhemus. The 98 teammate is behind Michael Boyles. So one more time around for the 98 to go ahead and try to win a stage here. And Michael Boyles now comes down pit road.
Yeah, no, I think we're going to see the stage caution at lap 16 just before they take the whites. I think we still have a couple more laps to go in this stage.
Oh,
so we'll
yeah.
See. So
You're right.
This is the last lap here
This
for a
is-
pit stop. Yeah,
Yes.
right here. Yes.
Yep, my bad.
So we'll see Michael Boyles down pit lane here. Let's see if there's any other takers. I'm surprised we didn't see Brochu pit here. I would have figured maybe he wanted to keep this track position because it's all going to cycle back around. It looks like Michael Boyles can be in a great opportunity here as you see more action going here into turn 1. Side by side, Peter Stewart's going to make the move. Do we see a crossover here by the 73 of Lynch? This is going to get tight here through the S, and someone's going to have to give. This is not an opportunity to be side by side, but they're going to do it anyway. These boys are brave. As Stewart's going to run wide. Lynch is going to make the move here through turns 2 and 3. Unbelievable action here into turn 1.
Yeah, great job by the 73 to promote himself to that P6 position. Sam Brochu now coming into turn 7. Look at that 71 right there. Andrew Huff did come down, make that pit stop. He goes 1 lap down. He'll be a lucky dog. And the yellow flag for caution, or for stage caution, excuse me, it comes out. So, Sam
You were
Brochu.
right, Tom. I was wrong.
Well, I don't know. It's kind of confusing sometimes because of what we get on our ticker there, because it kind of lags a little bit. But we only go off of what iRacing gives us for data, so I blame iRacing basically.
Yeah.
But congratulations to Sam Brochu coming home P1 in that stage. Teammate Barrett Polhemus comes home P2. Daryl Mays P3, Tyler Barnett P4, Riley Marabello P5. Here in the Backmarkers Racing League, they only hand out points for the stage caution to the top 5. So all 5 of these drivers, they will be getting points and getting a good run for tonight. I mean, Sam Brochu, a great job so far holding back Michael Boyles, but it's going to change up here a little bit, Jay. We're going to see Sam Brochu come down pit road. But Michael Boyles has already made a pit stop. He's gonna have the opportunity to stay out.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Just looking at the scoreboard there, Tom. I believe Michael Boyles, he's already made that pit stop. I think he's going to cycle to the lead here. So, him, Samsel, Zangi, Moffitt, we saw those guys pit. Huff, unfortunately, made that pit stop, went a lap down. So, he's going to have to start the tail end with that free pass to begin with anyway. That's unfortunate there for him. But this pit stop could be crucial. If we make a mistake here by Brochu and he loses a few spots here, oof, he's sitting in a really awkward position here, back here, maybe P6, 7, somewhere in that range. So he's going to have some work ahead of him. This should be fun watching this 98, how fast he's been all night, work his way through the field.
Yes, absolutely, Jay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be watching some pit stops happening right now as they come off of the final corner here in a second. We currently have one car out of the race. That's Corey Harville and the number 92. In fact, we were going to go back and watch what happened here to Corey Harville coming off of turn 1, as you now see the field coming down pit road. So the 98 leads him down. Once these guys finish up their pit stops here, we're going to go ahead and look and see what happened to Corey Harville. Not going to be able to defend that crown tonight as he is currently out of the race. Michael Boyles now taking the opportunity to go around these guys. He is going to cycle to the lead. as the 98 is in his pit box getting some tires and some fuel.
Yeah, it looks like he's executing perfectly on that pit entry. I was waiting to see a little bit of slide, but he did just a fantastic job. He's going to win the race off pit road pretty convincingly here and maintain this running order. He's going to be back at about the P5 position, so still in a good position here heading for this next restart. Polhemus, Mays, Barrett, Marbello, and Lynch will run out your top 10 here off of pit lane.
All right, let's go back and look at what happened to Corey Harville real quick before we go back. Green flag racing. Remember, this is at the drop of the green flag going down into turn 1 for the 92. So you see a little bit of 3 wide action in front of them. They're coming off of turn 1 here. Ooh, some contact. Oh, big contact there for the 92.
Yeah, that's just Watkins Glen going through turn 1. It looks a lot wider than it does, but it's a pretty narrow corner, so you can get some 3 wide action there. A little push comes a shove, and that's kind of the result. Unfortunate for those drivers, but Zangy kind of came out on the good end of that deal. He's up here in P3 right now, so we'll see if he can put something together here. If you remember that race there at Willow Springs, Zangy was the show in that race. Holy cow. Him, Samsel, and Moffitt, and those guys are right now 2 through 4 right now. Those guys put on a well of a show there. Oh, a little bit of contact back there. Did you see that? But between Barnett and Polhemus. Oh, man. Is there any damage to these race cars? Oh, maybe a little bit of damage to the front end of the 79.
I missed it. I'm not going to lie.
Coming off the carousel, it looked like a little bit of checkup action. Maybe there isn't any damage there. That's fortunate. Oh man, that was an interesting little move there.
Well, all right, Jay, the strategies are in full force. What we saw at Willow Springs was the strategy that Michael Boyles is on right now. Corey Harville made that strategy call at Willow Springs, capitalized, and won that race. Can Michael Boyles do it here? I believe so. Michael Boyles has put himself in a fantastic position to capitalize on that early pit stop before the stage caution. I think Michael Boyles might be the one in the golden seat right now. Maybe a lot of work that Sam Brochu has to do in order to get around these cars in front of him. He's definitely pretty quick, but so is that 05. That 05 is extremely quick, only losing 1 second to the 98 after that 15-lap run. We're going to have about 22 laps to go when we hit the green flag. Going to going across the start-finish line after restarting this race, but I really think Michael Boyles is in that prime position.
Yeah, I agree. I think that pit stop was executed perfectly. He's going to have the track position now. Can he just build a gap? I feel like that's the biggest thing because that 98's fast. And he's going to be a contender here at the end of this race. Can Michael Boyles build this gap at this restart, get a good restart, and then take off and be able to maintain this lead with 22 to go when we get the green?
All right, coming through the carousel now, the 05, the 57 sharing the front row. Michael Boyles going to take control of this race after the pace car comes off the racing surface. The lights are off on the pace car. We are going to go green flag racing this time by James Zangy, Nicholas Moffitt making up row 2, and the teammates, Sam Brochu, Barrett Polhemus making up the third row. A lot of work to be done again by the 98 and the 79 to get themselves back up front. But the stroke of luck and some good driving, they can absolutely do it. Michael Boyles now coming into turn 7. Off at turn 7, down into turn 8. The restart of a lifetime Michael Boyles needs here to get himself away from the pack behind him as they come off the final corner and down the front straightaway. Pace car off the racing surface, and the green flag is out in the air. The 05 does not get a good jump as what he wanted. The 57's going to get up to him now as they go down into turn 1. Oh, James Zangy with the move! 3 wide for the lead! Oh, Zangy's going to pile him up back here! The 98's around! Sam Brochu holds it straight, lots of damage to his car, and it's just falling apart for the 98! Unbelievable! As now we're double file, side by side, coming through the S's.
Oh my goodness, that move Zangy, man. I can't believe he did that. That was unbelievable. He almost made it work. Oh, somebody's in the wall back here. I think that's Marabello in the 6. Unbelievable, as here we are, all under a blanket heading into the bus stop for the first time since the restart. Behemoth's up here to the P3, Samsel P2, Moffitt, Barnett back here in the top 5. We'll see what these guys can do here through the carousel as Michael Boyles is doing exactly what he needed to do. Build a gap here, and here he is checking out on these boys as Behemoth maybe getting a run here on the 57 of Samsel. Here we are, ahead of return 7, still side by side back here. Barnett makes a move on Moffitt. Oh, contact here before we get into 7.
All right, coming into 7, Barnett. He is holding on to that P4 position now. Moffitt back down to P5. We got maybe a little bit of a battle here between Behemoth and Samsel. Samsel to the inside, Behemoth to the outside now. As they cross our finish line down in turn 1, we're side by side for second place. The 79 to the outside, the 57 on the inside, and it looks like the 79 is going to prevail. Look at that, he does. Barrett Behemoth up to the P2 position.
Yeah, as now he's up to P2. Samsel now under attack here by Barnett. Barnett trying to follow him here through the S's. He's going to get right up to the bumper here off of turn 4. Oh, sideways is Barnett. As you see, Samsel give him a lot of respect here. He's going to give that outside line and allow Barnett to go by here in a P3 before we even get to the bus stop. Unbelievable. Barnett on the charge now. He's behind Behemoth here as we're going through the bus stop. Headed for the carousel as we got everybody kind of digging right now, trying to get some positions here early on this restart.
A little bit of a battle happening here between Riley Marabello and Nicholas Moffitt off of the carousel and down the straightaway that goes into turn 7. The 6 car, he's going to try to get back into the P6 position. He's to the inside. Wow, look at that over. He outbreak the 33 like no other there. James Zangy now, he's going side by side with Sam Brochu as they come off the final corner. Man, that 98's got a lot of damage there on the rear end of that car. He might be paying for that just a little bit here as Sam now crosses the start finish line in P8. He's got a lot of work ahead of him if he wants to get caught back up. Barrett Behemoth in P2 right now. That is the teammate to the 98. He is currently 2.4 seconds behind Michael Boyles. Now coming off the S's and down the back straightaway.
Yes, here we are. Look at the gap that Michael Boyles has opened up. 2.5 seconds as we are leaving turn 4 now. As you see Brochu all the way back up to the P7 position. He just got by Mays there. So we'll see what he does as this race progresses. Can he get back to Michael Boyles? Currently 7.2 seconds behind with a lot of work and a lot of damage on that race car as we're going to continue here. Mays digging through the bus stop here through the carousel now. Close this gap down. You can see maybe a little bit of that damage affecting that 98 as he's going to continue on the comeback trail here to get back up to the front of this field as Mays getting a great run here, maybe aggressive on the brakes here in a 7.
All right, looks like Marabello has tried to make a pass on the 73, now coming through the final corner. There's battles all over the racetrack right now as Daryl Mays trying to attack Sam Brochu. Riley Marabello and John Lynch now having a little bit of a battle here as well. The 73 and the 6 coming across start-finish line now. This is for the P5 position. Here comes the 6 to the inside. Wow, he just outbrakes him again. That 6 car is unbelievable through the braking zones. He is capitalizing on everybody in front of him and picking them off one by one. Now coming through the S's, he's got his sights set on the 57. Jackson Samsel in the P4 position. The 6 car is going to catch him. Here he comes down the back straightaway.
Wow, Marabello putting on an absolute show right now as here he is down into the bus stop. Can he make a move on Samsel? It looks like Samsel gets real aggressive on the entry to the bus stop. He's going to open up a little bit of a gap. But here comes Marabello to the inside through the carousel. Can he make it happen? He's going to rip the inside line there right against the berm there. Try and carry the speed here off of the carousel. Here he is. He's to the bumper. Bumper misses Samsel sideways. Oh, we're side by side ever 7. It looks like Marabello's going to make another move up to P4.
That made quick and easy work by Riley Marabello as he comes through the final corners ahead of the 57. This 6 car, Riley, the newcomer to this league, first race tonight, and he is putting a statement out there. I can win this race, and I can do it here tonight at Watkins Glen. Riley now coming down into turn 1. We're going to go to our closest battle on track right now, Daryl Mays. Sam Brochu once again. The 98 now now working over the 73 in front of him of John Lynch. John Lynch in the 73, also a newcomer to this league. Oh, getting real sideways there through the S's. He's going to lose a lot of time. He's still sideways. The 98's going to be able to capitalize here, coming down the back straightaway. Oh, the 98 sideways. Everybody's sideways. Their grandmas are sideways. Here comes Daryl Mays now through the bus stop.
Yeah, this real sideways here. Grandma sideways. I love it. But here we are digging through the bus stop. As here comes Broshu to the inside of Lynch through the carousel. What an aggressive move. Here comes Mays now. He wants to get a little bit of this action here through the carousel. He makes it happen. Unbelievable. Broshu back up to P6 now. He is still climbing through the field. He's got Samsel in front of him now. That's the next objective. Get by Samsel. Is right over turn 7, this left-hander. Then we're going to go to turn 8. Maybe that damage isn't affecting him as much as we thought. As he is still digging, still moving through the field.
Coming through the final corner now. He's got his eyes set on Jackson Samsel in front of him. That is a P5 ready for him to... What happened here? James Zengi coming down pit road with 17 laps to go. That's a little different. Are we going to see another pit stop? I think so. But James Zengi being the first one to do it, maybe try to take a little bit of an undercut here. So go back up to the front here. Mays now coming under attack by the 73, it looks like. Jackson Samsel, we're side by side now for the P5 position. Sam Brochu to the outside, off of the S's, and down the back straightaway into the bus stop.
Yeah, a little bit of a drag race. Looks like Samson's going to get on the brakes real early here. He's going to allow the 21 of Mays to also go by. Unbelievable action there. How brave was Mays right there to make that move on the entry of the bus stop. As here we are through the carousel. Mays has just been following Brochu through the field as Brochu's now up to a P5 position. Oh, he's real sideways here off the carousel. Here goes Mays. He's going to get a big run here. Does Mays have an opportunity here in a 7? He's going to give him some bumper business here. And return 7. Aggressive on the brakes. It looks like Brochu's going to hold that position.
Brochu now chilling in the P5 position. A little bit of opposition right on his rear bumper, Daryl Mays. These guys got into it at Charlotte last week. Is there any bad blood between these two? We'll find out here in time. The 98 coming down into turn 1. The 21 having a big moment there under braking. He is just making up so much time to the 98 into turn 1. Now they go through the S's. The 98 still working extremely hard to try to get that car back to the front. And he is doing a phenomenal job doing that, even with the damages on the 98 coming off of the S's now. Real sideways once again as he comes down the back straightaway.
Yeah, racing with a little bit of vengeance. I've been watching the gap also to your race lead. Just a note real quick, it's 2.3 seconds. So it's leveled out between Polhemus and Boyles. We'll have to see how that goes to progress here. But still watching these boys slipping and sliding all over the place, especially here through the carousel as Brochu continuing to try and gain some more time back to the boys in front of him as he is still slipping and sliding here off the carousel. Headed for turn 7 as Mays is still just giving him the bumper business behind, just applying the pressure, maybe forcing Brochu into a little bit of a mistake as he continues to race with a vengeance here. Through turn 8 now, headed for the front stretch.
Oh, the 21 got real sideways there coming into the final corner. Real quick into the chat, Bobby Dennis. Bobby Dennis checking in from the grandstands. Engine is in shambles due to lack of talent. Bobby, we can't be saying stuff like that. We gotta build the confidence. Get you some time on track there, Bobby. Look, this track is extremely difficult with the current setup that you guys have. How hot the track is as well. Give yourself a little bit of credit, my guy. You did a great job even with the conditions out on track. Back here now, John Lynch, Jackson Samsel fighting for that P7 position going into the bus stop.
Yeah, look at the aggression on the brakes as Lynch is Samsel a little defensive here into the bus stop. Lynch is going to lose some time. Tried to hit his mark into the bus stop. Wasn't able to make it happen. But here through the carousel, let's see if Jackson Samsel can get a good exit here to maintain this position. Or can Lynch put something together here off the carousel to charge for turn 7. They're both a little loosey-goosey there off the carousel as Lynch is about a car length back. Still digging down this back straightaway. Headed for turn 7. Who's going to be aggressive on the brakes? It looks like they're both going to be aggressive on the brakes there through turn 7, headed for turn 8. What does Lynch have to challenge Samsel?
All right, we're going to be coming across the line to get 14 laps to go here at Watkins Glen. Right now, Michael Boyles with a commanding lead, 2.5 seconds to second place of Barrett Polhemus in the number 79. Behind him, that's Tyler Barnett, about 0.8 of a second. This has been slowly decreasing between these two drivers here. Last time by, just about 1/10.5 quicker, Tyler Barnett was than Barrett Polhemus coming into the bus stop now. But that is P3. P4 right now, Riley Marabello, who is also the fastest car on track at the moment. That 6 car on absolute rails, going to be catching these guys in time. Sam Brochu back up to the top 5 position after a little bit of shenanigans that happened through turn 1 on that restart. Dylan Mays right behind him in that P6 position, doing a great job as well. These guys are just a tick off of the fastest lap times at the moment, as Jackson Samsel and John Lynch are P7, P8. Troy Nissen, P9, and then Nicholas Moffitt is rounding out your top 10. But man, what a job Michael Boyles has done coming down into turn 1 now to get that 2.5 second lead.
Now, it'd be interesting if we see a pit stop here. We saw Zengi come down pit road. We saw the tire fall off there in that first stage. Brown lap 9, even lap 10, we saw the tires starting to go away and those guys were slipping, sliding around. Do we see them make a pit stop? Do we see these guys go the rest of the distance on this race with fuel and with the tires they have on these race cars? But Michael Boyle's doing a fantastic job as this battle here just continues on. These boys are just all over each other here as Mays maybe gets a good run here off of turn 4. Oh, Brochu sideways! Here comes Mays! We're going to go side by side here down the straightaway. This is an opportunity for Mays to make the move. Are they going to go side by side into the bus stop? This could be aggression. Oh, it looks like Mays is going to make the move. Unbelievable pass there. Oh, Brochu sideways!
Brochu sideways going into the carousel now. He's stuck behind the 21. The 21 must have waited long enough. Look at the 98, man. Look, this is not Tokyo, okay? This is New York. Stick to it. Get that car straight going through the Coliseum as he does now down the straightaway and down into turn 7. Daryl Mays now promotes himself into the P5 position. Sam Brochu having a heck of a second half of the night now as he comes through the final corner. This would be a perfect opportunity for the 98 to pit here, and he doesn't, going sideways almost through the entire final corner there, still stuck in that P6 position.
Yeah, you could tell the tires are going away on this 98 car. Maybe the damage is also affecting him just a little bit. He is just full send drift mode on every turn, trying to keep this car going with the pace that he has in this race car. He's still sliding here through turns 2. Oh my goodness, he is just fighting the handling of that thing. Here through turn 3, he's going to continue sideways. Oh man, he's having a good time. Look at his handwork. He's just slipping and sliding all over the place, having a good old time here behind the 98 car.
Those rears are absolutely gone. Let's see what he can do through the bus stop. He's turning right to go left here, Jay. Look at this. And now through the carousel. Look at this. He can't even turn without the thing stepping out on him. I think it's time for tires for the 98 as he comes off of the carousel now and down the straightaway, down into turn 7. Look how much of a gap Daryl Mays has already put on Sam Brochu. 3 seconds as they come into the final corners now. It's going to be really interesting to see if the 98 does pit here. Look at that. Look at all that wheel input he's got. That's just unbelievable what he's able to hold on to right now as he comes off the final corner. No pit stop for the 98. He might be having fun now, Jay.
Yeah, I think he's having a blast, honestly. He's just drifting this thing around, just digging right now as we got 11 laps to go. I don't know if we will see a pit stop here from Brochu. I think he's going to run this thing to the end off these tires. As now you see in his rearview mirror, though, I believe that is the 57 of Samsel now closing the gap back down here as he has kind of gotten to his race pace. You also see, is that Adam Boyles back? No, it's Litch, excuse me, in the 73, continuing to work his way through the field, continuing on here in P8, P7 for Samsel, P6 for Brochu. Brochu grabbing some grass there on the exit of 4. These guys are going to continue here. Down into the bus stop as Brochu's still losing some time here to Samsel, still losing time here to Mays as he's still drifting through the bus stop.
All right, coming through the carousel now. Just look at it. He can't do anything here. Look, he's full lock. He's full lock. He saved it. He's still saving it. Look at this thing. He's still sideways. Where's he going? Gone. Oh, he's probably over it.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Sam looks like he may have just blew out those rear tires As Sam no longer scored on track at the moment. Jackson Samsel, though, he is now being promoted to that P6 position. John Lynch right behind him in the P7 position. We've got not a lot happening on track right now. Michael Boyles coming through the bus stop at the moment.
Is closing.
Is it?
Yeah, it was down. It's down to 2 seconds now flat. It was 2.5 just 2 laps ago. He is closing this gap. Is Polhemus here with 10 laps to go. It's the money time. Maybe the tire wear is showing on that 05 of Boyles after building that big gap. And Polhemus was just saving a little bit here for the end for a final little charge at the end of this race. 2.1 seconds. He is closing slightly but surely here.
Yeah, maybe. I'm just curious to see if fuel plays a role in this. Maybe a little bit of fuel saving might be happening. I don't know. There's so much to look forward to here in this race as Barrett now crosses the start-finish line. Let's look at their last lap times. Barrett Polhemus, 0.3 of a second quicker than Michael Boyles. He's got the time. He's got the pace. This could happen.
Yeah, he's definitely pulling better lap times. He's got it down under 2 seconds now as we're going through the S section. And I believe there might be a little bit of lap traffic in front of your race leader as well. I'm not exactly sure, but that could come into play. As is struggling. There is a little bit of lap traffic. This could be an opportunity for Polhemus. He's got it down to 1.8 seconds now. This is closing. The gap is shrinking. Polhemus putting together a little bit of a charge here late in this race.
All right, this is going to get interesting. We're going to be seeing maybe a possible battle between Boyles and Polhemus as they come off of the carousel corner and down the straightaway into turn 7. This is going to get fun, ladies and gentlemen. Barrett, well, putting on the charge right now as Michael Boyles. We're gonna we'll read out this lap time here as they cross the start finish line. Michael Boyles now into the final corner as he comes out cleanly. A good exit off the final corner as he crosses the start finish line. Let's look at this lap time here. 1:15.4. Barrett Polhemus 1:15 flat. 0.4 of a second in 1 lap. Here comes Barrett Polhemus off of turn 1.
Oh, he makes a little bit of mistake into turn 1. He's going to lose a couple tenths here, but let's see if he can mitigate the damage here through the S. It's 1.6 again, as he is going to continue to just try and hit his marks. As you can see, there is some lap traffic there in front of Boyles. We're going to go on board here with Polhemus. Let's see what he's doing here, especially going into the bus stop, as it looks like Michael Boyles is going to get through the lap traffic pretty clean here. Let's see what Polhemus could do. He's got it down to 1.4 seconds. Does the lap traffic also play a favor here in the hands of Polhemus, as it looks like he's going to go a little wide here? I believe that's Huff in the number 71 here in between your 2 leaders. Let's see if Polhemus can get by him as we're exiting the carousel headed for turn 7.
All right, now coming down the straightaway into turn 7, the 71 staying out front in front of the 79 at the moment. Let's see if anything happens here. The 71 does have a little bit of fresher tires. He took a pit stop just about 2 laps ago, and so the 71 able to maybe pull on the 79 through the corners here as now the 71 pulls aside. He's going to let the 79 go through. A great show of sportsmanship by the 71 of Andrew Huff. Coming down into turn 1, though, last time by Barrett Polhemus was just 6 hundredths of a second quicker than Michael Boyles. Now coming into the S's. That's actually a pretty good job that he did there, mitigating the traffic in front of him and the mistakes that he may have had. Oh, the 71 into the wall back there, but coming off the S's now, Polhemus has got his eyes set on Michael Boyles.
Yeah, all you got to do if you're Polhemus is just continue to hit your marks. Maybe Michael Boyles makes a mistake. Maybe you gain some more time back to him here. As it's really, if you can't gain, you just got to be able to mitigate the damage. It looks like he's losing some time here, though, through the carousel. He's going to get a pretty good run off. It looks like the gap's going to come back down a little bit here. As Michael Boyles just is consistent. He's not making any mistakes, and I think that's what's going to take for Polhemus to really close this gap down once these tires continue to wear here. 1.8 seconds as we're going into turn 7. Michael Boyles looking real good right now as Polhemus is just putting the charge on. Look at him. Use up all the curb there through 7. Slide it on in here through turn 8. Can he close this gap? It's 1.8 now down the front straightaway.
All right, coming across the line now, Michael Boyles with a 15.08, Polhemus with the 15.32, so 0.3 or 2.4 or 0.24 seconds slower. than Boyles last time by, coming up into the S's. We're looking at 6 laps to go here, Jay. This battle could be heating up or it could be dissipating, as we're now looking at 1.97 seconds between the leader and second place.
Oh, he gets real sideways. They're off of turn 4, using up a lot of the track there. As we're gonna dig here into the bus stop. Michael Boyles has been so good through the bus stop all day long, so I don't think he'll be able to close too much ground here. But the carousel, this is where the 79's been pretty good the last couple laps. Gained a little bit of time. Let's see if he can do it again here. He's maximizing that carousel extremely well. Great job through the carousel. He's going to be able to get a good run here. Oh, he's still sideways. You can tell the tires are going away on these race cars. Not a whole lot they could do other than just run their consistent lap times to try and maximize the wheel spin here, as we're off of turn 7, headed for turn 8, as Michael Boyles this time by is going to see the Dega Boys. 5 to go here at Watkins Glen.
Increasing that gap ever more to Boyles now. 2.1 seconds. Last time by a 1:15.16 for Boyles. Barrett Polhemus, a 1:15.42. He's losing a lot of time now. He can't have this. 5 laps to go here. He's got to be able to capitalize on every chance that he can get here as he comes through the S's. A little bit of a shake there through the first set of S's as he comes off the second set and down the back straightaway. A very stable race car. Now losing a little bit of performance here versus Boyles, as he does make up a 10th now through the first quarter of this track, but going into the bus stop, he loses that all again, and he gets into the grass, and he overshoots it, gets into the grass once again, and that 79 now may be struggling with a little bit of front-end grip here, off the carousel and down the straightaway into turn 7.
Yeah, he's got to gain about 4/10 a lap for the rest of this race if he's going to even have a chance to make a lunge at the 05 of Michael Boyles, as he's got it under 2 seconds again. He's really good here through 7 and 8. Last time by, he was able to maintain this gap through 7 and 8, so we'll see if he can do it once again. Really good job through 7 and through 8, it looks like. And Michael Boyles also gets a great drive off at 8. So right now, we're going to have 4 laps to go. It's about a 2-second gap. He's got to gain about a half a second a lap just to get to the rear bumper of the 05 of Michael Boyles on the final lap. As you're heading into turn 1, he's closing that time down, though. Michael Boyles may make a little bit of a mistake there, as it's down to 1.6. Polhemus putting together this one final charge here. Can he get to the 05?
All right, now coming through the S's real quick, we had an incident on track. John Lynch, in his opening session with the Backmarkers crew, comes into turn 1, and it looks like he is just going to lose it right here. Oh, man, huge contact there, as now the 73 registered out of this race. And Polhemus, though, coming through the bus stop and into the carousel. That gap now 1.7, 1.6. As they come off the carousel, Michael Boyle is going to be able to increase that gap just a little bit more. Coming down this straightaway into turn 7, almost 1.9. It is there, 1.9. Polhemus has got to have some absolute Chad laps in front of him to get to the rear bumper of Michael Boyles to try to make something of this race.
Yeah, as I was going to say, there's more lap traffic here in front of your race leader, but it looks like they are going to give a lot of space here. I believe that's Bryce Battle there in the 17. Does he also play a favor to the 79? The 79 does not want to catch him in a bad spot, and it looks like he might. Oh, it just barely almost messed up that corner there for Polhemus. He's going to lose 3/10 out of that ordeal. That's so unfortunate. 3 laps to go. Polhemus running out of time, running out of opportunities here. It's back up to 2 seconds. He's, like you said, Tom, he's going to have some Chad laps here. He's got to gain almost 8/10 of a second over the next 3 laps if he's going to have anything about this.
Yeah, absolutely. It may be looking dull here for the 79, but a lot to happen. The 32, oh, lap car there. 32 with Jordan Nissen barely getting out of the way there for the 79 as they come through the bus stop. But the 79 now back to 1.5 seconds behind Boyles. It's like they trade off, Jay. The 05 might make a mistake and the 79 can capitalize it, but then the 79 makes a mistake and the 05 extends that gap. But look at this. We're down to 1.4 now, Jay. Maybe Polhemus might be turning up the heat here, coming into the final corner to get 2 laps to go.
Are we going to see a little bit of Watkins Glen magic here? 1.3 seconds as we're coming to get 2 to go. He's, like I said, he's got to gain about 7/8 of a second a lap, and he did it that lap, is he's got it down to 1.3, and real aggressive on the brakes. 1.2, he is closing this gap. Can he force the 05 of Boyles into a mistake? Is Boyles looking in the rearview mirror? Is he seeing the 79 close rapidly? Here, 1.2 seconds here through the S's. Look at Pohemus. He is digging. You can see him growing in his front windshield. Does he have anything to say about this? We're going to have one more opportunity here through the bus stop and then another lap around to see if he can make anything happen here.
All right, 1.1 seconds now. Pohemus has got him. He's got him. He's going to come through this bus stop, try to make up a lot of time here into the grass once again for the 79. As you can see, all that wheel work going into play now through the carousel. Sorry, I want to say Coliseum. That's not right. The carousel coming down the straightaway and into turn 7. He lost a little bit of time there. 1.26 seconds now between himself and Boyles into turn 7. He's going to try to get a good run here as they come off of 7 and into 8. And off of 8, that gap is ever decreasing now. Maybe a little bit of tire burn by the 79. The white flag out in the air. Pohemus in P2 trying to chase down Boyles.
Here we are, the final lap of the race. The white flag was in the air here at Watkins Glen. It's a 1.3 second gap here for Pohemus. Can he close this gap down? He's going to have one more chance here in the bus stop to make some magic happen. Michael Boyles, does he make a mistake? Can he maintain this gap? 1.3 through the S's here for the final time. Off of turn 4, we're going to be setting up for this straightaway. Oh, his Pohemus is dead sideways again. He is just not gaining the time he needs here. Does Michael Boyles make a mistake here through the bus stop? As we still got this 1.2 second gap. This is where Michael Boyles been good all day long. Pohemus just digging. Goes through the grass one more time. Not the mistake that he wanted to see there through the carousel. Michael Boyles, what a fantastic race. Played the strategy to absolute perfection, as it looks like Pohemus, I think that's all she wrote for him down the back straightaway down here into turn 7. For the final time, Michael Boyles does a fantastic job. It's under almost a second now. It's just a little too late here for Pohemus. Through turn 8, for the final time, it's Mr. Screenshot himself. He has put on a fantastic season, a bid for the championship. It's alive here at Watkins Glen as he takes the dub.
A win for Michael Boyles here at Watkins Glen. Barrett Pohemus going to come home P2. Tyler Barnett now coming off of turn 8, looking to bring home and round out the podium here tonight. What a great race by everybody here at Watkins Glen with the Backmarkers racing crew. As Tyler Barnett goes slowly down into turn 1 and probably trying to catch his breath a little bit there as everybody gets around one final time. Wow, Jay, what a race we had. We had a little bit of excitement there at the end of the race, watching Pohemus try to get back to the rear bumper of Michael Boyles there at the end.
Yeah, what a race. Michael Boyles, nothing wavered in his driving strategy tonight. He pulled off a little bit of that undercut before the stage, took the lead and capitalized on it. Get pulled away, built enough of a gap so late in the race when the tires were going away, he was able to maintain it. Michael Boyles making the bid for the championship and now here getting another victory here this season and closing this points gap to Tyler Barnett. This is going to be wild down the stretch here as this battle between Barnett and Boyles is heating up.
Absolutely. All right, Jay, it's about that time once again here. Let's go ahead and bring down your top 3 finishers for tonight. To start it off, Tyler Barnett. Let's bring him down here. Tyler Barnett, this is Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Wow, Tyler, what a change of events that we saw. You were started P6 here tonight. You come home P3 after a little bit of strategy there. Now, look, we saw this strategy work at Willow Springs. You saw it. Corey Harville was the one who won that race. Now you come here, you do the same strategy, and you find yourself P3. That was a great run, but tell us what was going through your head during the restart after that stage caution.
Just keep my nose clean. I knew that I was gonna be at least fast enough for probably like P4 because poor Sam, got ran over. So I thought I was good enough for at least P4, P5. I didn't expect much going into this race, honestly, because I barely got to run any laps. So I'm pretty happy with a P3. And then I just used the same strategy. I was gonna get points at the beginning of the race. I was like, hey, everybody, you guys should pit, or it's a good idea to pit because the last road course, it was won by Corey Harville, and he did the pit before the stage. So Michael ended up doing that, which in turn, I think I only lost like 2 points on him tonight because of that. So I got a couple points and I rebounded on him, which is nice because after Charlotte, I think you guys know which incident I'm talking about. It definitely didn't help out my race, especially when I was one of the fastest cars there. So I'm a little still butthurt on that one, just because I definitely could have been up inside that top 3. Probably should have won it, honestly, but ended up getting taken out by the championship competitor. So try not to hold a grudge, but it's kind of hard not to. But overall, I mean, I didn't lose too many points on him, and should be good going into Kansas, and make sure I can get a couple practice laps in there beforehand.
Yes.
But yeah, otherwise, sorry, I totally deviated off that question.
No,
Yes,
you're good.
Strategy solid, brought home a podium, get back on track, gonna start going ham these last couple weeks.
I actually, wanted to talk about a little bit of that strategy. Did you go into this race planning that as a pit before the stage caution came out?
I didn't pit, actually. Michael did. I stayed out. It's all good.
good.
No, it's all good. Like I said,
did.
at the beginning of the race, I said to everybody, yeah, like I said, the winner of the last race pit. So I guess it got Michael because he was the only one inside the top 5 to pit, and it got me instead of 1.3 points, where he got none. And then a win, I think, gives you 4 points above the second place person. So 1 point above that would be 5, meaning that I only lost 2 points on him. So, like I said, just playing a strategy game. I know I wasn't going to win this one unless something crazy went awry.
Absolutely. Well, look, congratulations on your P3 run tonight. I'm actually going to hand you off to Jay here. Jay might have a few questions for you, but congratulations once again. And Jay, take it away.
Yes, Tyler, fantastic job here tonight. I mean, you played the long game there, not pitting at the stage break. You end up gaining some few spots there at the end of the race. But who do you have to thank for this amazing performance tonight?
Well, obviously, I want to thank the Lord himself, and then BMR. It's their birthday, or it's our birthday today. I don't know why I said there. It's our birthday today at BMR, so we're just celebrating tonight, and pretty awesome couple of years so far, and it's brought in a lot of great races. I mean, I think even for a road course, this race is pretty solid overall, especially at the end with Barrett catching up to Michael. So
Yes.
thank BMR too, and then just thank everyone that's on my car and everybody that's showed up tonight, because it was a big field for a road course, and I'm excited to have everybody, and I'm just grateful every single day to see how many people are racing with us.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on your P3. Congratulations on your anniversary. We just had one ourselves, and we know how it feels. It feels great, doesn't it?
I got one more thing for you guys.
Yes.
Thank you guys for broadcasting again. I try to make sure I thank you guys every single week because it's well deserved. You guys are awesome, and you guys have been some of my favorite broadcasting duos I've ever seen. Like, not even just like for this league, and I mean overall.
Well, I'm flat. If you could see my face right now, I'm blushing.
I can see a little bit. It's a little red, maybe. Nah.
Well, thank you for the kind words. We really appreciate that. We really appreciate you putting on this league and giving us some great on-track content. Once again, Tyler, congratulations on your P3 run tonight, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yes, sir.
All right. That is your P3 finisher for tonight. Jay, let's go ahead and bring down our P2 finisher, Barrett Polhemus. Barrett, this is Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy? Oh, Barrett, are you there? Let's see. Maybe, okay, here's what we'll do. We'll go to our leader. We'll interview our winner. We'll interview our winner first, and we'll bring back down Barrett and see if he's here. Michael Boyles. This is Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How's it going?
Shee, boy, you came out here, you win a race at a road course with a little bit of strategy. How does that feel?
Thank the Lord. Oh, it feels great. It's definitely a good points day, but thank the Lord. I've been trying to practice a lot for this track. And thank the Lord. Daryl, he's the one that told me about the strategy. At first I was like, the stage point sounds kind of good. And, all that. And I thought my tires would go through a heat cycle. But then he was like, no, it won't. So I decided to run that. Thank the Lord we perfectly timed it because we were like a second behind Sam before they closed the pits. So it worked out perfect, thank the Lord. So, and then starting up front on the restart, I accidentally I braked at my normal marker, but we didn't have enough speed like we usually do. That's why everybody got checked up. It was because of me. I didn't miss my marker. I actually hit my marker, which I probably shouldn't have done. But, yeah, thank the Lord. Proud of this team, Impact, and yeah, all glory to God.
Absolutely. Look, that strategy that you used won the race at Willow Springs. You were one of the only to stay, one of the 4 to go ahead and make a pit stop before the stage caution. You stay out with those new tires, and you put together a phenomenal race. Sam Brochu went with a little bit of a different strategy there. It didn't really work out for him going into turn 1 on that restart. But did you feel the pressure coming from Barrett Polhemus towards the end of the race?
Oh, yeah. I was telling the guys that were talking in there, I was like, I'm cornering, be quiet. Like, I was getting nervous because I saw him. He was getting closer and a little bit closer and a little bit closer. It was kind of scaring me. But I just knew on the final lap, I just needed to hit my marks. If I just wouldn't have gone wide or anything like that, it would work out. And thank the Lord it did.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, look, congratulations on your win tonight. A great points night for you. I'm going to hand you off to Jay here. Jay might have a few questions for you, but once again, congratulations. And Jay, take it away.
Yes, Michael, we see you in victory lane again. Unbelievable. You're just out here racing for wins. It's so much fun to watch. What do you think are your chances at this championship? We got a few weeks to go. You think you got this in the bag? You think you could do it?
Hopefully. It's just a lot of these tracks Tyler Barnett is really good at, and I know that's who I'm battling with. So I think Nashville he's good at. Kansas, he's good at like mile and a half type tracks. And he's really good at Richmond, which we're going to as well. So I'm gonna have to go practice those tracks pretty soon, so hopefully be able to compete with him. But hopefully, Lord willing, it's gonna be a fun one though. Stay tuned. Hopefully, it'll be a good one. So.
Yes, absolutely. I know you did thank some of your people. Is there anybody else you want to shout out here at the end of this night?
Yeah, much more Lord Savior Jesus Christ, Impact Racing, my family, friends. I appreciate all they do. Thank y'all for broadcasting. Thank you for the sponsors. Thank you for Backmarkers to be able to race, have the ability to race and compete on a fair level. And I'm having a lot of fun with it, and it's a lot better with y'all announcing too. And, I just appreciate all that y'all do.
Well, thank you so much for the kind words. Again, I'm blushing. If you could see my face right now, I'm blushing. I am flattered. I am flattered by the kind words.
Thanks, man.
But we could not have done this without you, without the other drivers out there on track, giving us some great on-track content. So with that being said, thank you, Michael, for showing up week in and week out and giving us the opportunity for those great callings.
Look, I'm blushing right now. I appreciate it.
Once again, congratulations on your win, Michael Boyles. Just a couple weeks left to round out this season, and you come out here and you get a great points run. Congratulations. And Michael, we hope to see you in the next one.
Yep, have a good one, guys.
You too. All right, that was your winner. Let's go ahead and try to bring down our P2 once again, Barrett Polhemus. Barrett, this is Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you loud and clear.
Yeah, Barrett, we got him. We got him. Barrett, we tried dragging you down here just a little bit ago, and maybe had a little bit of issues, but we couldn't hear you.
Yeah, my PC died, and so
Oh no.
a lot of the times when I exit the sim, I guess it's such a workload on it. It's gotten so old now that whenever I exit out of the sim, a lot of the times it'll freeze, and so I'll have to restart it. And so
Oh.
that's just what I was doing right there.
I see. Well, with a couple more finishes like this, you'll be in that $1 million club, and you won't have anything to worry about like that anymore, yeah?
We could hope so. Yeah, yeah, it was a good run for sure. Got kind of lucky on the restart with the 4 cars that stayed out on loaded tires, and one of them just parked it on the apex of turn 1 for some reason. There was a little stack up there which gave Sam damage, and he was the fastest one. So that's really what let me get into second place, and I really had I wasn't too worried about anyone else except for Michael. I knew he was going to be hard to catch once he got out there, and I knew he was going to get out to a lead because we were so much faster than everyone else that stayed out on old tires, or not old tires, but they pit before the stage break. And so I really just got my head down the last stint and just tried as hard as I could to run him down, and I got close, but yeah, just wasn't in the cards today.
Well, I mean, nonetheless, you put together a great race. I mean, at the end there, we saw that gap shrinking between yourself and Michael Boyles. But it kind of seemed like you were trading off with Michael Boyles. Michael Boyles might have made a mistake here and there, and you would capitalize on it. And then you may have made a small mistake here and there, and then Michael would capitalize on it. But what I really want to get to here is, what else did you need in order to get back to the rear bumper of Michael Boyles?
A car that didn't handle like trash. Yeah, it was a crazy, inconsistent car. I really don't know why it handles that way. I don't know. But Michael clearly has more experience with this car than I do, because almost every time out of the carousel on the flat coming out when we would be accelerating, he just drug me by like 2-3 tenths. It was bad. But yeah, I'm not very good with this car. The tires seems too narrow to me. It didn't seem like we had much sidewall at all. But besides that, I mean, really, I just needed to minimize mistakes. But I was pushing as hard as I could. And you're right, it seemed like we were just going blow for blow right there. It was tough to try and catch him, and it was frustrating because I get it down to like within 2 seconds, and then all of a sudden he'd stretch it back out to like 2.5 seconds, where like the left rear would slip in a place it's never slipped before, and I've been doing the exact same thing every single lap. And it was just out of nowhere. I mean, you got to be so extremely precise with it. It was just super hard to get a handle on, and he did a better job than I did today.
Well, nonetheless, you come home in that P2 finish. Congratulations on that. I'm actually going to hand you off to Jay here. Jay might have a few questions for you. Jay, here's your opportunity, my guy. Let's go ahead and let's talk to Barrett a little bit.
Yes, Barrett, congratulations on your finish here tonight. I mean, you've proven to be a front runner in this league. It's so fun to watch you. You're such a great race car driver. But with that being said, who do you have to thank for this amazing performance here tonight at the Watkins Glen?
Well, first of all, thank you for the compliments right there. I really appreciate that. And thank you all for putting the broadcast on. I haven't watched any of the broadcasts yet, but I can tell just by the interviews here, y'all carry a lot of energy in the booth, and I really appreciate that. I think it's great. It really just helps all of us have a better time. And I got to thank my teammates for showing up for this one. We had Riley join the league a few days ago, and we had Jo start racing as well, and it was nice to be able to run with the 4 of us again, with Sam in there too. Just wish that they didn't have the misfortunes that they had. I know Riley was able to bring it home 4th. It would have been nice for all of us to bring it home, but thank you to those guys for letting me drive for them and coming out and racing with me, and then thanks to the league owners for putting this on.
Yeah, absolutely. A great run overall by your team. A little bit of struggles, but Barrett spearheading the team effort here tonight with that P2 finish. Congratulations once again. Barrett, thank you so much for the kind words. We truly, truly appreciate it, because we wouldn't have been able to do it without you. and your on-track content. But a great race tonight, a great points race for yourself. And Barrett, we hope to see you in the next one.
Yeah, thank you. You have a good one.
You too. All right, Jay. Man, we had a great race tonight. A great, clean road course race once again here at Watkins Glen. It never disappoints. We had strategies from before the stage caution, after the stage caution. We had the fastest car in the race have a little bit of troubles on that restart and take him out of the race. Michael Boyles comes out on top because...
Yes, I mean, first off, I think it's just a testament to how great these drivers are and how awesome the Xfinity car is. I mean, the Xfinity car just always puts on a good show. It doesn't matter where you take it, what track configuration, what lap count. It doesn't matter. The Xfinity cars are just so fun to watch. They're such great race cars, and these guys were wheeling them today. We saw some guys, the tire wear was just crazy tonight. Maybe it was the hot slick track that played into it, but we were seeing drifting all night long. It was so much fun to watch. Lots of great battles. Like you said, with strategy, some guys decided to pit right there before the stage. That led them to get the track position, and then ultimately some of the guys that were fast at the beginning had to work their way back through the track or through the traffic there to get towards the front of the field. And some did it a little bit better than others. Some had maybe a little bit of bad luck, which is just part of racing. And honestly, what a great race here tonight at Watkins Glen. And congratulations to this league too, celebrating their birthday. That's pretty awesome. And we get that same week as our birthday, so it's kind of cool. I like it. Yeah,
Heck
it's a great
yeah.
time.
All right, well, we're going to wind down this broadcast here a little bit. Let's go to the chat real quick. Hammy God says, nice win for Michael Boyles. Bobby Dennis, great win, Michael. And Matthew Mays, congrats, Michael. Hemi, giving us a great broadcast, guys. Thank you. We really, really appreciate that. We appreciate you, Hemi, coming out here all the time, giving us some great comments. Same with Bobby Dennis, Matthew Mays, and everybody else who came out here. We truly appreciate you guys. We would not have been able to do this without you guys. So with that, a huge thank you from the Dega Boys to everybody watching, to the drivers on track, to the league owners. We truly appreciate all of you guys. Thank you to everybody who commented, liked, and subscribed tonight. It means a lot. I mean, a lot. We wouldn't have this great community that we have without you guys. So thank you for that. If you want to be part of the Dega Boys, go ahead, check out our channel, hit the join button there, and pick a subscription that works best for you guys. Whatever it may be, it comes with great benefits. You want to come on a broadcast with Jay and I? You want to come on a podcast with Jay and I? Come on out, come talk racing with us, come broadcast some races with us. There's a lot of benefits with it. We truly appreciate all of our channel supporters as well. Dallas Seward, Stephen Downton, Taps, Richard Latuke, Daniel Maddox. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the Dega Boys. We truly appreciate y'all. If you guys want to get some swag, some Dega Boys swag, you go to our channel, hit the store button, and go get yourself some apparel, like some of this right here. Big Daddy NASCAR. If you know, you know. Or you get a little bit of Big Daddy IMSO, like what Jay's wearing right now. And get yourself some great Dega Boys content, and support the boys wherever you go. All of the monies that come from that goes right back into the channel to create more and better content for you guys. And we truly appreciate all that have been a part of that. Thank you. I'm actually going to hand it off here to Jay real quick. Jay, why don't we talk a little bit about a podcast side, what we got coming up, maybe a little preview of a Dega Games.
Yes, there's a few things to talk about here. The podcast. If you guys didn't tune in to the Tuesday podcast, I mean, that was one of the best podcasts we ever did, man. We went on some rants and raves. It was so much fun. We were just talking about racing. But this weekend we'll be talking, or this next Tuesday, we'll be talking a little bit about the races coming up at Texas Motor Speedway. We'll be recapping this weekend's races at Martinsville, as well as the Formula One Grand Prix of Japan. That'll be fun. There'll be a lot more news and Big Daddy moments to talk about, I'm sure. So we'll inform you guys about that as well. Also, towards the end of this month, mark your calendars. On April 28th, we're going to be doing another watch party for the Dover NASCAR Cup Series race that won the watch party poll. So we'll be here for that. That should be a good time. But also mark your calendars for next Friday. Next Friday, we are having a prelude to the Dega Games podcast with our good friends over there at the King of Camo. I can't wait. We're going to get Nate and Ryan in here. We're going to do a little smack talk, a little trash talk. It's going to be a fun time. Preview all the games that we're going to be competing in during the week long. The point format. We'll be going over some of the objectives and everything that we're going to be doing during the Dega Games. So it's going to be a great time. Also talk about our camping location. If you're going to be in Talladega, come see us. Come hang out with us. Come have a beer with us. Come eat some food with us. Come sit down on our inflatable couch with us. Come shoot the shoot the bullshit with us a little bit. It should be a good time. Yeah, it'll be a great time. We're gonna be there. You can't miss us. We'll have a big banner up. Tom got us a real cool Dega Boys banner. Showcase the Dega Boys. So yeah, just come hang out with us. You're gonna meet a lot of different people, especially a lot of the different drivers from a lot of these different leagues I've heard are gonna be there. So you're definitely going to want to come meet some of your favorite drivers. That would be a good time. So, yes, come meet us at Talladega. It should be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a phenomenal time. I'm so excited just thinking about it. For weeks now, I've been trying to prepare at work to be off for a week. And, yeah, it's going. So we're just gonna have a lot of fun. We're really excited to see any of you guys there that might be there. Go ahead. We'll talk about it on our podcast, but we're in the middle of 1 and 2 in the infield. So it's going to be really fun, really cool, and we're gonna have a really good time with it. Make sure you guys go check out our socials. We got a thriving Discord channel if you want to be part of anything that's going on news-wise in the motorsports world. You can find it in the Dega Boys channel. The link is in the description below, as well as our Instagram, our TikTok, our Facebook, our X. Go ahead, follow all those, and we truly appreciate you guys for doing that as well. All right, Jay. I think that's it.
I do want to say one thing. If you're a fan of this league and you really like this league, there's some things I've been working on in the background a little bit that might be coming out here in the week of Dega. So stay tuned to the channel. If you really like the Backmarkers racing stuff, there's some stuff I've been working on behind the scenes. Don't want to spoil it too much, so just stay tuned to the channel.
Yes! Yes! I am so excited you announced it because I was getting giddy about it. I really was, because it's gonna be so cool. I'm not gonna spoil it, but these guys here have put on some phenomenal races this year, and they deserve it. They deserve it.
Yes.
So, but with that being said, this has been another broadcast on the Dega Boys Broadcasting Network here at Watkins Glen with the Backmarkers Racing crew. Thank you, everybody who came out, commented, liked, and subscribed. We truly appreciate all you guys. We love y'all. We have built an awesome community because of you guys, so thank you once again. This has been Thomas and Jay in the booth, and we'll see y'all in the next one.
We're the hub for motorsports. If you love racing, this is the place to be. Collier goes into turn 1. Foxy wall rides!
He chastain it! He